going on?
Thank you so much.
Pay like $1 million.
Shout out TMZ, you up?
Let me check out that ring.
TMZ stands for the Mayweather Zone.
How'd you find me, bro? I got my disguise on.
I love my TMZ family.
Welcome to TMZ Sports. I'm Mike Babcock with my guy, as always, Mojo Muhtadi. Mojo, big news for all of the Swifties worldwide. Mojo being one of them. I could barely get him to sit down in his chair, Mojo, because there was a massive announcement very early this morning, Mojo, that T Swift is releasing her 12th studio album titled The Life of a Showgirl. And Mojo, she used her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and his uber popular podcast to make the announcement. If you haven't seen it yet, take a look.
Such a nice color on you.
Yes, I know. It's the color of your eyes, sweetie. That's why we match so well.
We're about to do a podcast, so I wanted to show you something.
Okay, what do we got?
We got,
A briefcase.
Yep.
Mint green with TS on it.
Yep.
What's in it?
This is my brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
TS12.
So there it is, Mojo. She had not been on the podcast, and obviously we haven't seen the full episode yet. That's just a little bit of a teaser. She's going to be on the podcast tomorrow, so I'm sure we'll have some stuff to talk about with that. But yeah, she used New Heights, and she released the information about the album, and all the Swifties were losing it, Mojo, and yeah, pretty cool.
I know we're supposed to be talking about Travis and Taylor right now, but I am a big Jason Kelce fan.
Yes.
His reaction is just right up my alley, very loud and obnoxious and over the top for just... He didn't need to go that crazy with it, but maybe he did. T Swift announcing a new album is big business to some, I will admit that. You don't go listening to her music that often.
Right.
But there are obviously millions and millions and millions of people all over the world that do. So maybe it does validate a reaction like that. And I don't know, Babcock, I have a hunch. Maybe T Swift has been using Travis Kelce to butter him up so it could all pay off and lead to this moment announcing her new drop on the New Heights podcast. I mean, that's a big selling point to me. I don't know, but all jokes aside, Babcock, that's a big one, and it's really cool that you have a couple like this, a power couple like this, mind you, where you can support each other's endeavors and make the most of these opportunities, and you have these platforms to build each other up. Perks of the relationship, I suppose.
Yeah, I agree, Mojo. They're both at the tippy tops of their industries, obviously, as everybody knows. And the New Heights podcast, I mean, it is really, truly one of the most popular shows out there. I mean, they do huge, listenership numbers, and it's really popular. Now, look, every podcast, every show, TV show, whatever it is, would have loved to have made this announcement. So, I don't know that it took too much convincing with her boyfriend Travis Kelce, but still, nonetheless, very cool that they have come together and made this big announcement together. Now, Mojo, that's Taylor Swift's announcement. Travis Kelce, he didn't have an announcement, but he did sit down and do a big interview with GQ. Of course, GQ... Look how good he's looking, Mojo. Super handsome. Travis Kelce, as he is getting ready here out in the field, as he's getting ready to play in this football season here. Of course, disappointing year last year. Chiefs losing in the Super Bowl, getting thrashed by the Eagles, hoping to have a better year this year. Look at that. Cowboy head in the ocean. What more could you want? Mojo. So one of the points that Travis talked about during this interview with GQ was his... The likeness between two of the most important women in his life. Those two ladies right there, of course, Donna Kelce, mom, and his girlfriend, Taylor Swift. So here's what Travis had to say. Their kindness, their genuineness, their ability to say hello to everybody in the room, their ability to show love and support no matter what. And on top of that, their work ethic. I saw my mother reach goals that she had set for herself, go from being a teller to working all the way up in the KeyBank building. I've seen Taylor do the exact same thing of setting goals for herself and exceeding the expectations and really captivating the world in that regard. So Mojo, he sees I know some people say, hey, that's weird, that's strange. I don't think this is something that's crazy. I don't think it means he's looking for someone who looks like his mother, nothing like that. But there are traits that Travis saw in his mother growing up. And I think he sees those same traits clearly in Taylor Swift, Mojo. And I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty sweet.
There you go. I mean, isn't there a saying something like you pick them after your mom or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you're raised, right? Like, This is the woman that shapes you into who you are. She's the one that establishes your morals, that teaches you right from wrong. So it's not surprising that you end up with a person that resembles your mother in a way. I mean, hopefully you're picking someone that doesn't look identical to your mom. I think that's where things maybe get a little weird, maybe I'll even say inappropriate there. But as long as there isn't a physical resemblance, I could see how a lot of guys would want a motherly woman to date, whether it's talking about your relationship, future kiddos down the line. These are the things you look for, and they've been together a little bit here, Babcock. You can't tell me that my guy isn't scouting out the future here. Obviously, we know T Swift is a fantastic partner. Now we got to start evaluating how she's going to be as a mama.
Up next, TMZ presents The Real Hulk Hogan, premiered on Tuesday. When we come back, we take you inside the newsroom to the actual moment we broke the news of the death of the pro wrestling icon. Don't go anywhere.
It was a tremendous shock. It was a blow to my heart. The legacy of Hulk Hogan.
He was a wrestling star. He was a movie star.
The stories you've never heard.
We tried to camouflage it.
From those who knew him best.
I really miss him. I mean, if I dwell on it, I can get really, really sad.
TMZ presents The Real Hulk Hogan. Stream on Hulu now.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports, Mike and Mojo. Mojo, that was, of course, our primetime special that aired tonight on Fox. TMZ presents The Real Hulk Hogan. Starting tomorrow morning, Mojo, this will be streaming on Hulu. If you didn't have a chance to check it out tonight, please do. I think especially wrestling fans and Hulk Hogan fans, you will absolutely love this. It's a chronicle of his life. It features absolutely massive interviews, Mojo, with some of the people you're seeing on your screen there. Of course, the great Mark Henry. And Vince McMahon, who never talks, Mojo, but he sat down with us to talk about Hulk Hogan. It was a fascinating interview. Sylvester Stallone as well, Mick Foley, Charlotte Flair, a bunch of people, Mojo, a bunch of really big stars. Alexa Bliss, as you know, Mojo, huge stars. One of the other really cool things that I really loved about the show, because it's something that we have never done before in the entire, nearly 2-decade history of TMZ. We showed the behind the scenes of when we actually broke the story, Mojo. It's part of the show. In fact, it's the very top of the Fox primetime special. We got a tip around 8 a.m. on July 24th, Mojo. Now, this is about the time where we're shooting the TMZ on TV show, so the cameras were rolling, the microphones were on, and we get this tip saying that something has happened at Hulk Hogan's home. Not that he had died, but that there was some sort of medical emergency. We called police. We hadn't yet heard an answer back. I called one of my buddies, Mojo, who is really close with Hulk Hogan, is like a second son, like a son to him, and he did not answer. But he called me back a couple of minutes later. I took the phone call, and that's when I was told that Hulk Hogan had died. Watch this.
Okay, newsroom.
Guys, are we dating that guy?
Lucas, Vo's calling me.
Let's go. Where are we going?
We know.
Hulk died.
Can I ask you something? Have you heard anything about Hulk?
No.
Is there any way I can talk to him? It's really important.
He died this morning.
Huh?
Hulk died this morning. Did he confirm cardiac arrest? He's been having health problems. He stopped breathing.
Okay, come to my desk.
Hold on, Lucas has a post. Can I post this?
Lucas, we're gonna do a paragraph.
I got 135 words. He's got 100. Harvey, listen to me. He's got 135 words. You can post it now.
Post it.
It's up. So there it was, Mojo. I can still remember it like it was yesterday. Obviously, it's been about 3 weeks now, but I'll never forget the feeling of when the guy on the other phone said, "We lost Hulk this morning," and his voice cracking. You can hear the devastation in his voice, and that's how it all played out. That's not a recreation, nothing like that. That is the exact moment that we all learned. And obviously, about a minute or so later, we had the story up, and it was the biggest story in the world, and it's tragic.
It is, man. I mean, this was obviously something that was really tough. I mean, I remember where I was standing when I got the notification across the top of my phone that he passed. It's probably shortly after this exactly happened, because it was the TMZ notification that popped up on my phone. This sucks, man. Hulk was always just such a good guy, and we've talked about this every day since it happened. My personal relationship with him was always extremely positive. He was always so kind, always gave me great advice. I know he loved TMZ. He told me a couple of stories in the past that had me screaming, crying, laughing in stitches at some of his past dealings with Harvey. Just really candid stuff, and he just had me cracking up. And either way, man, when this notification hit, it was just really tough. Wild that, you guys got this on tape. I still haven't seen the special yet. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be something. Like I said the other day, man, I might have to grab a box of tissues when I'm watching this thing. It's a really tough loss. I think the world's still feeling it. The wrestling world definitely is still feeling it. One of the most recognizable sports figures in the history of the world, and it sucks he's gone.
Coming up next on TMZ Sports, Emmitt Smith sends a message to all of the people, all of the Cowboys fans, complaining about Jerry Jones and the team's recent woes. You don't want to miss this. Next. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike and Mojo. Mojo, it's time for What He Said, What He Meant, starring one of the greatest running backs of all time, that man right there, number 22, Emmitt Smith. So Mojo, the Dallas Cowboys, they've got a show coming out on Netflix. I know a lot of football fans, especially a lot of Cowboys fans, very excited for this thing. America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, looking at one of the most dominant eras in football history, the 90s Cowboys. So they had the big premiere last night in the Dallas area, Mojo, and of course there were a lot of Cowboys greats in attendance. Michael Irvin was there, and the aforementioned Emmitt Smith. Mojo, there's been a lot of talk about Jerry Jones and his legacy, and is he bad for the team? Of course, this with the latest big news about Micah Parsons asking for the trade. I think a lot of people have questioned whether or not it's time for Jerry to sort of move on and let somebody else grab the reins, the football reins. Mojo, because of that, Emmitt Smith asked about his former boss and his longtime friend, Jerry Jones. Take a look.
But Jerry never called a pass. Okay. He never ran the ball. Right. And he damn sure didn't throw it. Right. So at some point, players got to take on ownership of what they've been trained and what they've been taught to do. We had to do it ourselves. We went back-to-back Super Bowls, and then we lost our leader. And we was in disarray for a year. But as a player and as the leadership of that ball club and that ball team, we took it upon ourselves to say, this is what we're going to do. We don't care who's at the hand. Our systems are still the same. Our processes are still the same. We know how to work. We've been trained how to work. We were built from the ground up. So that foundation never left. So therefore, we was able to go back and win our third. So at some point, you as a player have to take on ownership and be developed into the leaders that you need to develop. And it's not all about you all the time. It's about bringing others with you because you can't win by yourself.
What do you think, Mojo?
Well, I think he's stating pretty clearly, we won that Super Bowl, all three of them, not Jerry. We did that. I mean, he literally said that, right? He almost makes it sound as if Jerry had nothing to do whatsoever with winning 3 Super Bowls as owner of the franchise, which, of course, is absolutely preposterous. Every member of that organization had something to do with those wins, right? Coaches, ownership, team, medical trainers. I mean, the strength coach, everybody. Hell, the custodian had something to do with those three Super Bowl rings, right? So I don't know about that statement. I think maybe he might be giving the players too much credit. But I mean, look, there is some truth to that. As a player, you're going to get frustrated with personnel decisions, with ownership decisions, and you're going to have to say, forget all that. We got to go out there on Sundays, and we got to be the ones that do it on the field, despite any hurdles, unnecessary hurdles that coaches and ownership might be throwing at us. So I can understand that back and forth as it relates to current personnel decisions in the NFL. I don't know how applicable this statement is, because what he's referring to is guys staying in Dallas and doing it by themselves, not going to other organizations for potentially more money and finding greener pastures, right? When they leave, that becomes an entirely different situation. Again, the only application I can think of here is guys doing what they have to do to get their contract to stay put here. That maybe this is a negotiation tactic. You threaten leaving, you make the public statement. You got to find a way to up the ante to get people talking about this and put the heat on Jerry Jones, who's seen it all, who's been through it all. Maybe this is the way. We've seen guys come back and re-sign from more ferocious circumstances in the past. So I don't know. That's where my mind goes to here, Babcock. But you can tell that, Emmitt Smith feels some type of way about ownership and leadership in Dallas.
Yeah, Mojo, the way I see it is I think he's actually having Jerry Jones back here. And this is a message to all of the people who have been critical of Jerry. He's saying, look, the end of the day, the players win or lose football games, right? They get the credit when they win, and you got to take the blame when you lose, too. So stop looking at the guy who's 70-something years old in the owner's booth and blaming him for your shortcomings. I think Emmitt is having his guys back here, and he's saying, hey, players, this is on you. You've got to win. You play the games, and it's not Jerry Jones' fault. Cristiano Ronaldo proposes to his longtime girlfriend. Wait until you see the size of the rock the soccer superstar gave to Georgina Rodriguez. You don't want to miss this.
On the TMZ Celebrity Tour, we've seen huge stars like Kevin Hart, Ben Affleck, The Rock, and Jamie Foxx. Buses depart daily from the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood, so head to TMZTour.com and book your tickets for the TMZ Celebrity Tour.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike and Mojo. Mojo, it's time for TMZ Sports. We love it. And we're about to show you the most spectacular and just frankly the biggest ring that I've ever seen, Mojo. Maybe Mojo got a lot of wealthy friends, so maybe he's seen a bigger ring. I have never seen anything like this, Mojo, before. This is incredible. So Cristiano Ronaldo and his longtime girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez, they've been together since 2016. They've got 2 beautiful children together. They have finally, or I guess Cristiano has finally dropped down on one knee and popped that question, Mojo. And, of course, Georgina Rodriguez has said yes. Look at that, Mojo. Come on. Like, at a certain point, I don't know, does it get too big? I don't know. I don't know, Mojo. But that is an absolutely incredible diamond ring. There have been estimates about the price, Mojo. I've seen anywhere between $500,000 and $3 million. Although I would not be surprised if that cost a whole lot more than even $3 million. Georgina, she goes to social media, and along with sharing that really cute photograph, she says, yes, I do, in this and in all of my lives. So congratulations to them, Mojo, and never seen a bigger ring.
That thing literally looks like a ring pop, Babcock. Like, that's how big that thing is. That is a ring pop. Yes. You had it locked and loaded. Someone else clearly had the same thought. You know what I'm looking at, Babcock? I'm actually looking at the size of her fingernails.
Yeah.
If those were not on her hands, that ring would look even bigger.
Right.
Right? Because it's about the same length as the nails, except obviously probably bigger than all 5 of them stacked together.
Right.
This thing is nuts. I mean, that's like brass knuckles on one finger. If you knock somebody out, maybe that's the purpose here. Maybe Ronaldo was thinking more like functionality here. Like, hey, if my girl gets in a pinch, she can knock somebody the hell out with this boulder that she's carrying on her hand. So I don't know. I like where his mind went here, Babcock. I mean, it's for safety. It's for self-defense here.
Right.
I'm with it.
Mojo, I hadn't thought about that. Although it did cross my mind that if she ever were to hit somebody with that, good luck to them. I don't know if he gets her a smaller ring because I don't even know how you can walk around with that thing every day. I mean, first of all, you probably got to have like an army of security guards with you just to make sure that nobody tries and takes it from you, but also...
No, you get it insured for a big amount, and then you hope someone takes it from you.
There you go. You come here for entertainment and insurance fraud tips, too.
I didn't say give it away or lose it. I'm just saying you take out a $10 million policy, and it's a win-win. Either you get to keep your incredible ring, or... you make a lot of money. And Ronaldo probably needs it now after that ring.
Right, really. As much money as he makes, he actually may need a loan after paying for that ring. It truly is a breathtaking ring. And of course, all kidding aside, we wish both of them, Georgina and Cristiano, a big congratulations. An amazingly happy time for them. All right, we got to go, Mojo. We are out of time. We got a bunch to talk about tomorrow. It's going to be a great show.
That's right, Babcock. It'll be the best show since today.
I'm a lawyer.